Now, Dynamics 365, 1Staff front office and 1Staff back office is very, very configurable. I'm going to talk about the configuration options in Dynamics 365 Business Central and 1Staff back office, which is where I'm focused today. So this is the back office, financials, could be payroll as well. Now, what sort of customization or configuration can I do? No code, obviously, to tailor this more around the information I want to see and support my role. I mean, first of all, we do have the concept of roles, and if I go into my settings, you can see I'm in as a business manager, but there's any number of different roles that I could actually go to. And when I do that, then obviously the screen, the functions that it supports will be tailored to that particular role. I'm not going to move between too many. I'm going to stay here. Let's say I have this role, but I really want to kind of configure this screen in order to support how I want to see my daily activity. And I have the concepts of actions that I could quickly start from my bar here. I have the concept of activities. These allow me to drill down on key things that I'm watching, like, I've got 3 ongoing sales invoices, 2 incoming documents, that's my sales. I can click down on any of these and complete that activity. I've got my favorite accounts that I'm tracking. I've even got some Power BI analytics and some insights here, which I could, navigate through different time views of different data. But look, let's say I want to kind of personalize that a little bit. Now, first of all, what I can do is create bookmarks. These are all bookmarks. If I do a search, for instance, and I search 1Staff, and you can see there's quite a few 1Staff entities, I can bookmark them. And these are bookmarks. If I bookmark it, then it's going to be rendered at the top here and provide me a quick link to that. So rather than navigating through the menu, I've just got quick links or bookmarks here that allow me to quickly tell my story. But let's go to another level. Let's go and personalize this screen. So if I go personalize, what you can see is I'm actually hiding things that are not relevant to me. I'm moving around. I'm effectively determining what I want on the screen and what I don't want on the screen in order to hide specific values or even move them around, so that really, more is effectively directly related to my specific role and how I want to see things. So I've got that level of personalization. Now, it's not just the main screen that we can customize. We can customize every master record, every view, report, journal, as well. Let's just quickly go back and let's have a look at maybe a customer. Let's drill down on some more of a balance, because I always like a little bit of color when I talk about these things. Let's go down to Pacific Drilling. So here we're looking at a key account. Pacific Drilling, there's its key statistics, and I've got a presentation of information here. Here I could go to personalize, and again I can determine what I want to see really in this fact box. And I can also move around these fields basically and determine what order I want them, or whether I want them hidden, or whether they're relevant. But I can also add fields. So if I do plus, these are all the fields that currently aren't on this particular form that I might want to sort of grab and place. And I've seen one invoice grouping that might be really relevant really down here, and it actually should appear here. There, I'm going to drop it there. And I've made my change. Click there and I click done, and I am good. So that's on a master data record. Now I can also do that on transactions and lists. Let's just quickly go to maybe a new timesheet. What I can do is go into personalize and determine what I want and what fields or additional information I want to actually disclose on the face of this form. And you can see I've got lots of user-definable fields. I've got approvers, approval time dates. If I see that's vital, I could slip that in here and change the presentation, no coding. Now I want to go a little bit one stage further. While I've kind of personalized, I can also design for maybe the system-wide. And I've got this design feature. So when I'm designing here, what I'm doing is deploying change to all users. Shift, basically previewing that. Now that's really done for a specific type of role where you're deploying for other users. A lot of thought needs to go into that process as opposed to the personalization. But again, a huge amount of flexibility in terms of not just being able to find data, but basically present the data in a way that supports the way you work.